And you talk also about using a hard copy newsletter to attract architecture referrals. I thought that was a really interesting suggestion. Can you tell us more about that one?
Oh yeah, he's spilling all my secrets, Sarah. Um,
I just love how you take those marketing suggestions and you so beautifully reference them to exactly what architects can do. You
yeah.
understand the process that architects are going through, and even though as marketers we're exposed to those ideas, give something first, and then get their emails that permits you to get in touch with them. That is
Mm,
like it's something that in marketing is used, but it's not always clear how to use it as an
right.
architect. How can
Yes.
I really, what am I going to do? A booklet with my designs? I mean,
Yes.
what should I do? What should I put in
Yeah.
there? And I think that you really have that figured out. And, your examples are extremely relatable. And that's why
Mm,
I
good.
want to find out more about it, because I think
Yeah.
they're really good advice for architects, frankly.
Well, I've been listening to architects and their problems for the last 10 years. So I know architects' problems. So therefore I know what architects value. You're right. And generic marketing is good, but sometimes it's hard to make the translation from every business to my architecture business. In terms of newsletters, and look, what I've learned with architects is, or my theory is, that architecture is primarily a referral business.
That's
That's
right.
mainly how people buy their architects. Is they find out someone else they know, like, and trust, and they go, who did you use? What were they like? Would you recommend them? Can I get their name and contact details from you? Not all the time, but a lot of the time. And so referrals should be I think it's your primary base approach for winning projects. Now, it is for most people. They get most of their clients from referrals, but they don't do anything to get those referrals. They just exist. And they're lucky enough that, people like them and they do some good work and they get referred. But the problem is they don't get referred enough. You want to be in a position where you're getting enough opportunities coming your way that you can say no to 50% of them. Say,
Mm,
no, I'm not the right person. No, this project is not really a good fit for me. There's someone better. No, I think your budget's completely inadequate. Or no, you're an asshole.
yeah.
Um, you know,
Yeah.
uh, right? So from what I can see, less than 50% of the projects that come your way are worth doing. So 50 to 60%, ideally you're in a position to say no, no, no. So yes, while you get referrals and maybe that constitutes 75% of your projects, it's not enough to say no to 50% of the people that come your way. So you need more. And so
Mm,
therefore if we're going to double anything in our project winning arsenal, wouldn't it be better to double the thing that works the most, where we don't even do anything for it anyway? So if we could double or triple or quadruple our referrals, when we're getting 75% of our business from referrals anyway, if we could triple our referrals, then we would have to say no to a lot of people and maybe even form a waiting list. And surely it's going to be easy to double something which already is happening anyway. So we put in place referral systems. So one of them is a thing I call the dirty 30, where you identify 30 people who could or should be, there's another term, the dirty 30, could or should be referring people to you if they wanted to.
mm-hmm.
Right? So who are those people? Well, I don't know, but they might be builders. You're often builders. They're past clients. They're realtors. They're interior designers. They're landscapers. They're maybe bankers. I don't know, depending on who your target market is. And you form this list, and then you've got to stay in touch with them and build a relationship with them. And so one of the better ways to stay in touch with these people and build a relationship with them and make yourself referable, more referable to them, is I like sending them a hard copy newsletter each
Mm-hmm.
month, right? And
Mm-hmm.
and and for our clients, for one of the people in the higher value group, we even write kind of a newsletter for them. and we get them to send it out because I don't trust them to send it out every month. They'll get busy, right? So we give it to them and say, send it. And also send out these emails to your Dirty 30 each month. So stay in touch, build a relationship with them. That's not all. You want to do other things with them. But that's a good way to be top of mind. First, you've got to form your Dirty 30 and think, who are they? And then you've got to work out how you're going to communicate with them. And if you've got a newsletter going out each month, at least and emails going out each month, and the emails are called the Circle of Love. So it's all very romantic, the Dirty 30, the Circle of Love. It's all I'm a romance guy.
Monkey's fists.
That's right. Yeah, well, we won't go there.
No, I love it. Actually, this is a really good advice. And I think, sometimes when we think about marketing, we're thinking about all those complex ways in which we can put ourselves out there through social media, blogging and public speaking and writing a book and everything. And I think just focusing on what's working already and just honestly emphasizing it by, but this example of creating a group of people you can rely on, that you can, nourish that community and also send them a newsletter and ask them to forward it. It's such a simple idea, but like it can really go a long way. And I think that's why, I'm fascinated and passionate by marketing. I love reading about it because there's sometimes just really easy things you can do that don't require you necessarily to having to, hire in-house people or do all these crazy campaigns in order to get your message out there or bring clients through the door. And that's really important.
Yeah. And just going back to that, like there's 1,000,001 marketing options you have, but if you can't get clients from referrals, right, you're going to struggle to get it through marketing, right? I've only ever had one architect tell me that he didn't get a lot of referrals, or he got most of his business through advertising, and he got it through AdWords, and but he was spending a lot of money, and frankly, I could see why he wasn't getting referrals, right? And so he had to, because he had personality problems, I think, and so no one was referring him. He had to pick up clients cold through AdWords and Facebook because anyone who knew him didn't really want to work with him. So if you can't get referrals from your clients, then you've got to fix that first and then build from there. But most people don't need to do anything other than, if they do referrals well, you don't need to do anything else.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. So tell us a little bit more about Architects Marketing Institute. Where to find you and what do you guys do there? There's a lot of really interesting content on the website and workshops and also private coaching and mastermind groups. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Yep, sure. Well, I bumped into a couple of guys, Enoch Sears and Eric Bobrow, about 10 years ago. And I ran an initial, they promoted me to their lists, and then we ended up sort of joining forces. And Enoch's now gone and doing other things. But we've got a whole lot of free stuff on the website, just articles and resources that explain some of these things I talked about today. So if someone goes to archmarketing.org, ARCH marketing.org, then they can go there. When you're there, of course, we'll offer things. We'll offer monkey's fists to you in return for your email address, and we'll get you on our email address, and from there, you'll get free stuff, and we'll invite you to various webinars and training sessions that I run, which is effectively another monkey's fist. And then if you go to the training webinars and things like that, I'll invite you to book a game plan call where you can chat with Sue, and she'll talk to you about coaching options and things like that. And we'll try and get you into a coaching plan at various stages. So that's what we do. What do we do though? What's the ultimate value that we provide? So if I think what value do we provide? It's better projects. So most architects are working pretty hard and they earn a modest income for the work they do, and they have a range of projects. Some are good, some are not so good. And so it's about being more discerning. I guess what I teach people to do is be more discerning about the type of clients you want, about the type of projects that you want, and then positioning you as the number one option for those clients and those projects by doing some of the stuff we talked about today, but a lot more, so that you win those projects. So it's about winning better projects, because when you win better projects, I have discovered architecture is you're only as good as the projects you can win. You know, your fees, you're limited by your fees, by the projects you win, and you're limited by your fulfillment of work by the projects. So if you're not happy with the projects you're winning, and you're open-minded about getting help from someone like me to win better projects, then I can help you win better projects.
I love this. And I think that what's really important is to sort of reiterate what you said before, which is very much about giving yourself that opportunity to say no to a lot of people. And that really comes down to numbers. And in order to get more interest, it's really using those hacks, marketing hacks that Richard was talking about, and more, because there's really more. And honestly, if you just want to see a lot of free advice, just go to the blog. It's the same website, but /blog. And there is a lot of articles there that already give you plenty of ideas as to how to do that. And I think that the main point is to really look at it as a numbers game. You want to prospect, you want to get a lot of people through the door, you want to have opportunities where those referrals are working in your favor, as well as other things that you're doing, bringing you more clients. And if you have that opportunity to say no to people, you say no to projects essentially that you're not interested in doing, and say more yeses to projects you want to be building. And that's the secret sauce of being able to actually build better projects and really build your portfolio and your brand on the type of clients you want to work with. So it's a numbers game. And I think the secret is to get better at marketing. And, you can certainly learn yourself, but I think with busy architects, it's probably advisable to work with experts essentially, and figure that also for your specific business. What is the message? What should you, what differentiates you as an architect? What should you be communicating with your audience? And even understanding those pain points we spoke about at the very beginning, what specifically might be happening for your clients, so that you know how to create your free advice video, or again, emails or whatever. But yeah, it's basically really dissecting that to create a good system that works for your business.
So it is about having a system, because if it can run while you're, a lot of these things can be put on autopilot. You can be solving people's problems while you're sleeping.
That's right.
That's the beauty with video and emails and things like that. You can be helping people who are your ideal clients. You can be helping them. And the best thing is when they come to you and they've consumed some of your content and solutions, and you've helped them fix a few problems, but you've never even met them yet. And they turn up to you and go, "Oh, hey, I'd like to book an appointment." And you go, "Okay, fill out this application form." And then they come to you and they already know you, and it's but like people coming to me, they already know me. I get a lot of people saying, "I've been following your stuff for years. I've finally decided to."
Yep, that's right.
They know me. They know where I live. They know, I've got a wife and a dog, because they've read some of the stories, because we do a lot of content. They know a lot of this stuff, and they know me. I don't know them, but it's a great way to start a relationship with a potential client where they already know you. And a lot of them say, I've already got value. I've already been able to achieve this and this because of this stuff that I attended your training, or I did this. What a great way to start a relationship with a client who's already ahead on value point of view.
Yeah, absolutely. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Richard, for joining me today. It was an absolute pleasure. Thank you as well for everyone who listened in. There's been a few of you that stayed for most of the podcast, so it's wonderful to see you here, and we'll see you all soon. Thanks again.
Thanks, Sara.